This is my reaction to Jimmy Page and Robert Plant live. Since I've Been Loving You. Let's commence. Led Zeppelin, baby. And that's Jimmy Page making the guitar wail in anguish. The blues, ladies and gentlemen, being oh so bluesy. I think that's organ coming in, just sounding awesome. Oh my word, Since I've Been Loving You, originally released in 1970 off of Led Zeppelin 3. And here we are in 1994 for this live performance here, ladies and gentlemen. Page and Plant teaming up with some session musicians there on drums and bass, and the London Metropolitan Orchestra. They're about to kick in on this piece. Can't wait for them to add their vibe to the track. So far, it is just absolutely awesome bluesy vibes coming at you. It's awesome stuff. Oh, how good is that? Come on, Bobby Plant.
I've been working from 7
to 11 every night.
baby, to 11 every night. It really makes life a drag.
Life a drag, you know, those hours are rough.
I don't think that's right.
Huh? Double playing around.
Yeah, but you know I did what I could.
Yeah, I could. There they come. Orchestra coming. Just slowly working their way into the tune. The strings accentuating as always the rock and roll.
I'm about to lose her.
Lose.
My worried mind.
Oh man, this is just freaking awesome. There you go. Oh,
Everybody trying to tell me
what are they trying to tell you?
that you didn't mean me no good now.
Can't speak to that. Did you mean good?
But I tried.
I tried. Whoa, tried the best I could.
I've been working.
11.
Oh, baby, to 11 every night. Yes to the drag. Yes to the drag.
Hit the trash.
Yes to the drag. Yes to the drag. You know, I don't think that's
I
right.
don't think it's right either, Robert.
Baby, since I'm over you. Oh, I'm gonna lose
This is such a phenomenal song, ladies and gentlemen. You're giving me high energy here in the performance.
Don't make me lose it.
Won't make you lose it. There you go, Jimmy. Solo, boys. Jimmy Page, one of the greatest guitarists ever. He's giving you a sample of why that is. The drummer absolutely having a ball. That's beautiful. That is beautiful stuff. Whoa! Check it out. The orchestra musicians are headbanging.
Baby, I've been crying.
Fine, baby.
All my tears, they fell like rain.
Shout out to John Bonham, rest in peace. That epicness. Said you had the nerve to tell me. Don't want me no more. This lady, director focused on her. She was just unbelievably enjoying the track. All the way up to 11 at night. It's a drag, it's a massive drag on human resources. I think he flipped the mic there, Mr. Just one more. Just one more. Robert is having a good time on vocals. I won't make you lose anything. Oh my word. There you go. Rock on. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Thank you. You rocked it. Since I've Been Loving You, what a legendary track there. Rock and roll, blues, just epically intertwined with the orchestra bringing their vibe to it. That was just fantastic. A phenomenal rendition by the boys there. They absolutely rocked it and rolled it, and I, for one, was super impressed with how they kept it flowing. Even Plant, I mean, you know, with his ad-libs and his playing around with the vocals, he was having a good old time. It just added to the track. It enhanced everything. Everyone out there enjoying themselves. I mean, the riffs, everything. Page's guitar playing, just phenomenal stuff here. This was a very, very enjoyable live performance. You don't get them better than this, boys. These guys just absolutely nailed it. Of course, this wasn't a full Led Zeppelin reunion. John Paul Jones had nothing to do with this one. In fact, he was a bit upset that no one told him. They used the title of the album, No Quarter. He had a big part to play in No Quarter, the track back in the day. So he was like, what are you guys doing? They didn't even invite him. But at the end of the day, Page and Plant, they continued collaborating. This is 1994, but in 1998, they released an album that I enjoyed very much, Walking into Clarksdale. Check that one out if you can find it. In fact, I'm going to have to try and find some performances of tracks from Walking into Clarksdale, because that was a good Page and Plant album. Jimmy Page also showing up in 1998, doing a version of Kashmir called Come With Me with Puff Daddy for the Godzilla soundtrack. I mean, remember that one? Puff Daddy and Jimmy Page. Who would have thought? But that happened in the late 90s as well. So Page and Plant keeping themselves active back then. But what a performance this was in 94. These guys just absolutely masters. These guys are masters of their craft, and they showed why in this performance. Led Zeppelin were a massive, massive band back in the day. I mean, who doesn't know Stairway to Heaven? These guys were huge, especially in the 70s, ladies and gentlemen. And also in the late 60s, they, along with Black Sabbath, being the progenitors, the originators in many ways of heavy metal music. But, unlike Black Sabbath, that very specifically had that style of theirs that they ran with, that a lot of metal is based on, Led Zeppelin, they experimented from day one. These guys were doing all sorts of stuff, the blues, all of the other elements that they brought into it. But, yeah, they played a massive part in the development of the heavy metal genre as well. But you heard the performance in this one, the blues. Oh, the blues, the guitar singing out the blues there. What a performance. This is one of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs. And this live performance, this live interpretation, this was just the bee's knees, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first time I saw that live performance, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta tell you, they knocked it out of the park, crossed the boundary for a six, over the hills and far away. I can't even say where it is. These guys absolutely delivered in this one. Even back in 1994, Jimmy Page and Robert Plant proving that you're never too old to rock. They absolutely rocked the heck out of that classic song. Great job, boys.